Welcome to another Mike in Thailand video.
I live next to a lake. This is the very top of the lake. We've had some rain over the last couple of days and you can see the lake stretching away in the distance. There's a fisher lady down here, she's just got something out of her net. Look, since it started raining a couple of days ago, this is swollen up and this has become swarmed with people fishing. Very few today, but over the weekend there were loads. Imagine spending your day standing waist high in water, eh? I think she's going to lift it up. Up she comes, you see. Up, 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 up. She hasn't got anything. Out it goes again. Here is the head of the lake. I will look up how many kilometres it is to the other end. We'll be going down the other end shortly. So what I've decided to do is head down to the other side of the other end of the lake and see what's happening. It's about 3.5 miles to the other end. The lake is off to my right. Fortunately, you can't actually drive by the side of it this time of year. Quite pleasant today. It's about 30 degrees, which is a nice temperature. I think according to my phone, they said it might go up to 31. So I'm now approaching the far end of the lake, which is about 3.3 miles where I was standing on that little bridge. Which dam is up ahead of me. I can see, I'm just about to come on to it now. From what I can see, it's an earthworks dam. To my left here, we have one overflow point. Emergency outlet number 1 as I go across. I've pulled over as I'm going across the dam. There's the first emergency outlet. As we pan round, we could see the lake stretching up from the dam, coming all the way around, looking along the dam to the main overflow. My understanding of this dam is that it's irrigation and flood control rather than drinking water. Coming up now, on the left is the main outlet point. Wow, I was here yesterday, that has come up another ½ metre overnight. I drove past here yesterday and videoed, and I said that it was about 1 metre and 1.5 metres below the overflow. Look how much that has come up overnight. That is absolutely incredible. If you think of the volume of water that must have entered this lake over 24 hours, unbelievable. I'm looking down into the overflow, which has the valves or gates open at the moment. That is the water. So this is the other side of the dam. We've just been looking at the inlet or the outlet, whatever you want to call it. Well, they're all down here fishing. Second emergency overflow point there on my left again. We're now nearly across the dam. To what is the main spillway, is that the right word for it? You can see it here. So I'm going to go down into the spillway. This is the spillway. These little tracks can be quite difficult to drive on, especially places like this where it's rained. I can't explain to you how gooey this mud is. It's something you have to experience. So we're coming along the spillway. Here's the lake in front of us. I'm standing at the edge of the lake now. There is the earth dam which I drove across. Looking up here, you can see the lake. 3.3 miles. I measured it on Google. This structure ahead of me, my first thought was that it was a fishing structure, but it's more likely for the rocket festival, where they send rockets up into the sky, big rockets, to try and bring on the rain for the wet season. What I'm going to do now is let's drop down below the dam. This could be very interesting or terrifying. There are other motorbikes down there that I've seen, so obviously it is possible, but you've got to bear in mind they grew up from the age of about 6 months driving motorbikes. That was a snake just disappearing to the left. Whoop. I could have gone along the top of that watercourse place, but I fell in. Woohoo! Don't know if we can make out in this. Just where that motorbike's going now, there is the outlet that I stood on looking down to the water. You can hear the thunder. It's the rainy season. It's been raining all night. We had 4.5 inches of rain last night, which is about 110 millimetres, I think. So I've decided to come down to the dam today and see what it looks like. We see the water going over the overflow. As we can see today, the water is pouring over into the overflow. What is interesting is you can see the guardrail is physically vibrating with force. I can feel it standing on this concrete outlet. Standing here looking at the outflow, that normally goes through a channel, and you can see how flooded it is. I've just decided to come and drive up the spillway to see how close it was to overflowing. Well, I can't go up it. It's here. This is the actual outlet of the spillway here, going behind the dam. We are probably 25 to 30 centimetres or 1 foot from it actually overflowing. I'm here now down by the exit below the dam. This is the power of the water coming out that we can see. I've now come all the way back to the little bridge at the top of the lake, and why so many fish were coming down the river. Well, they're not. There's a fish are coming up the river, and where there is a blockage is where the people are fishing. I've discovered that because I've just been to the farm and I can see fish trying to get up into our paddy fields. Thank you for watching my video on Huai Kaeng Lake.